Welcome to the 77 Blazers podcast show. I'm your host, Mike Doherty. I just want to tell you a little bit about what to expect. I'm going to be positive. I'm not going to be one of those, I guess we call them like talking heads, is what the media guys call them. I'm not going to say a player sucks. He's a professional athlete, so he doesn't suck. I'm not going to go personal. I'm just going to tell you what I see and hopefully constructive criticism. I did play basketball, not at a super high level, probably elementary school level, but I played. I did play with people with that had talent. You can see the separation. So I know what I'm talking about, and we're going to have guests on that know what they're talking about, and we just want to have fun, some trivia, some laughs, have a good time, and just try to be positive. So, all right, let's jump right into the show. Let's go right to the highlights of the Phoenix Suns thrilling win by the Portland Trailblazers.
Will screen. Simons comes across, draws the mismatch, and that leaves a man to crash. And because here come the Suns playing 5-on-4. Okogie inside the Landale. Nurk got there just in time, slapped it away. To shoot. Trying to get the Blazers late in the shot clock. Lillard a long way from home. Spinning, step back for two. Rattled it in. Oh, he's so good with that clock running down. Steps out for three. He's got some oxygen out there. They can't do that. They open the door to Dame between the wickets. Stop and start dribbling. Shake and bake fade. Oh! Woo! It's his third. Now here's Grant looking for his first field goal attempt of the game. And what a beauty as he cradles it. Bridges swerves into the lane. Goes right to the body of Grant. Missed the shot. Hart on the pull. He'll tug it and drive it and take it right to the rack. They lay it in with the left hand. Coast to coast. Suns a lead of 5. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lillard the step back. Oh, yeah! Yes, I am.
Growing up as a kid, every Saturday morning, I thought I was watching real stuff. Are you crushing my dreams?
Nasir Little plays bully ball in the paint that time. Checked by Okogie with the left hand. Into the lane. Lobs it up top. Here is Eubanks for the two-hand hammer. Johnson fakes and drives into the lane. Rejected by Justice Winslow in the clutter. Here's Simons, open floor. Hard dribble drive, setting up Little. He'll slant in, looking for an angle. The step back from 12 feet is good.
That's good. And he said, I got it. I got it.
Pacing it over here to Lillard. Dame works across the arc. Booker on his hip. Challenges Aiton with a teardrop off the window. What a beauty. Blazers with possession. 5 minutes left. Dame moves on Booker. Goes into the body to lay it up and in. Aiton the defensive play. That was legal apparently. And then Booker scores. Catch and shoot triple. Simons waiting for the right opportunity to uncork that beauty. Simons finds Grant inside. He turns, pivots, and powers in a two-hand jam. Lillard sees two sets of eyes on him. He gives over here to Simons. Mikal Bridges, first team all defense, sizes up Simons, who will try to drive it. High hanging hook up and in for the lead. Simons gives the Blazers the lead at 113 to 111. Anthony Simons, you mentioned it after he got off to the slow shooting start in the first half. You said there's plenty of basketball left, and at some point it will happen.
Here's Coach Chauncey Billups right after the game.
I think just similar to our first one. I'll just be so proud that we stick together. They came out and jumped on us in that first quarter. And man, we just responded. You know, we stayed poised, didn't overthink it, didn't overdo it. And you know, obviously Dame had an incredible first half, kept us in it. And we knew that they weren't going to let them play a lot in the second half. We knew they would be blitzing and trapping and up at the level. But I was just so proud of that. I mean, the first half, we had 14 turnovers for 23 points. That was almost half of their points. And a lot of it was just careless. And in the second half and overtime, we have 7 turnovers for 0 points, which was incredible. It's because that's something that we talked about at halftime. Is let's just calm down, take care of the basketball. Let's just take care of it. And we know that some other guys are going to have to come up big for us. And Man, I can never say enough about Josh and Jeremy and even what Nurk tonight was incredible.
Here's Coach Billups' thoughts on Nurkic after getting off to a slow start in Sacramento. Coach Billups kind of points out what Nurk did differently in game 2. And here you go. Here's Coach Billups' thoughts on Nurkic.
He was aggressive. He was very aggressive. Been on him to keep rolling. And a lot of times he rolls and he's always looking to pass. And I'm saying there's a small down there in the rotation. Just go finish it. And if they do a good job, then pass it. He played off of 2 feet all night, not 1 foot rushing it. I mean, he was just very composed. And he was really good on the defensive end. Obviously, 17 rebounds. He controlled the glass for us. It was just an excellent game by Nurk.
All right, the 77 podcast welcomes Bo Dizzy. He and I recorded some right after the game reaction. Here's what we talked about. All right, we were talking about the second unit, and my pick for the second unit, X Factor all season long, would be Nazir Little. I like his play. I like his he can jump, he can shoot, he can defend, and he's young, and I think super talented. I think if you have a good second unit with Sharp, GP when he comes back, you're gonna have a pretty damn good second unit, can maybe run with the Warriors.
Yeah, you got to be pleased with them so far. All those guys that you mentioned, super athletic, super smart, and for the fans' sake, super likable. My only concern right now is how much they're leaning on Justice Winslow. Nice player, like him, like what he can do. However, it just seems to be the anchor right now of that second team. I'm not sure if that's the answer, but I guess we'll see when GP comes back. Maybe he absorbs some of those minutes.
Yeah, and it was an open contest for the small forward position. Hart won it. Winslow was in the mix, and I think he's a veteran. Little is coming off an injury, and he just kind of was coming into his own before he got hurt. So give him a chance to get back to playing for him.
Yeah, Winslow. You remember Winslow was almost out of the league when he was after he was done playing with Miami. Fell in bad, and honestly, I thought he was done. So when he reemerged last year as a Blazer, I liked what he did. He looked good. He looked like a professional. So to keep him this year and have him on the club, I think is great. I'm just not sure if he's going to be exactly in the role he's in now later on in the season.
All right, the Portland Trailblazers take their home opener against the Phoenix Suns, and they're now 2-0, and they head off to Los Angeles to face the Lakers in an afternoon matchup. Hopefully they go 3-0 and are undefeated, and the Lakers are going to be 0-3. And those rival games that we used to have in the Pacific Division. I think it's the Northwest Division now, but it's not so much of a rival, but the history's still there. Josh Hart, great rebounding. Nurk stepped up tonight, and the Blazers again, 2-0, home opener. And we'll see you next week on the show, 77 podcast, and have a great night, guys. Thank you. And here's what one take from C. Dizzy out of Portland about the uniforms that they played with in the Phoenix Suns. Take it away, C. Dizzy. Clark here to talk about the Portland Trailblazers uniforms that they wore tonight. Clark?
Whenever people ask me what I think about what other people wear, I always...
Hot takes.